people. Thought I'd play you something a bit upbeat this morning because that is how I am feeling. Those of you that follow me on Facebook or any of the other social media will see a posting I did this week that talked about how I wanted to change the way I traded or did business. I hate the idea that I have to be businessy and I have to follow certain conventions because that's the only way I'm going to get any clients or an audience or I'm going to sell anything. Because my background really is very spiritual, and certainly over the last 2 or 3 years I've had this inner battle going on between myself and the universe around what I should or should not be doing. And I'm an absolute fan of the law of attraction and all those things that say if you believe it you can have it, that money's not evil, all these sorts of things. And I really decided I would look into myself to understand what that really meant for me. Now, I don't think money's evil. I don't think rich people are evil or anything like that. I think money causes problems. I think money is very much a thing, if you like, if you want to call it, that creates inequality in the world. I read recently that, 1% of the world's population will own more than the other 99% put together. Well, isn't that a nonsense in the world we live in? If we are spiritual beings, then aren't we responsible to ensure that everyone on our planet lives in an equal way? Now, I know that's a utopia way of thinking, but it is what the universe is heading towards. And I've thought about this a lot recently, and I decided, you know what? I don't want to be in a business where I put a dollar or a pound amount on what I do for people. That means certain people can afford it and certain people can't. Now, I have to keep a roof over my head and I have to eat and all those sorts of things. And I did a lot of soul searching because it just did not sit comfortably with me. And one of the things that made me realise this was the amount of sort of adverts I read saying, live magically, be enlightened, get to know your spiritual this, your spiritual, all of these lovely sounding magical spiritual things. And then you'd click on the page and then you'd read through all these words of wisdom and what it's going to do for you and how it's going to free you, and you'd get to the end and all you have to give these people is anything from $100 to $1,000. And I think, well, if it's that important, if it's that special, why can't everyone have access to it? And so I made the decision, and I'm coming back to, I feel like Ronnie Corbett at the moment, I'm coming back to the point of what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to be chasing the money. I don't want to be chasing this elusive success, in inverted commas, if you like, in business. And I wanted to actually just give away what I do for people, because whatever it is I do, when I work with people, it has a profound effect on their lives. And I'm not saying that's anything to do with me. It's just the way I work with people. I have an innate understanding of how to work with people to help them find their own power. And I wanted to continue doing that. I didn't want to be saying no to people. So I decided, I'm getting to the point, I decided that I was going to continue doing what I do. I'm going to continue doing these recordings as, they're not every week, but when I get around to them, I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to continue doing the life coaching. Many of you may not realise I build websites for people because I understand it, I've learned, and I built my own. I do it for friends. So I'm going to continue doing all those things. I love to speak, so I really want to work on doing more with Toastmasters. I've joined Toastmasters, and I have an ambition to become the world's champion professional speaker. I have all those ambitions in me, and I want to continue doing that. But from now on in, I'm only going to do it for donations. You will decide on the value of what I give you. And you will decide on the value that is to your life. And I don't mean you the one person listening to this, although you can, I mean all of you out there, you either want me to help you or you don't. You either, want to pay me what you think I'm worth or pay me what you can afford. And I feel so much more comfortable with that business model, although I can hear lots of people screaming at me, that's not a business model, that's a charity. Well, no, it's not. It's not a charity. I've run charities, I've set up charities. It is completely different. Donations will enable me to help more people. I haven't completely got my head around how that's going to work in terms of the tax man, but I'm sure I'll just show it as income and expenditure, as I usually do. And it's not a tax dodge by any stretch of the imagination. The tax man will always get his bit. They always do. But what I want to do is make sure that I am being what I call authentic to the universe as the universe is to me. You see, I absolutely believe that we all of us, every human living being is a part of that universe, right down to its core point. And that the power we hold in being able to influence the universe and the world around us is enormous. And we haven't begun to understand the depth of that power that we hold. But with that power comes a responsibility and a responsibility to learn and to grow. And I think as a humankind, we are still growing. We're still in what I call the temper tantrum stage of babies. But there are a few of us out there that, and I'm sure you know them if you're not one, who are really enlightened into what the universe requires of us. And for me, that's almost a higher level than spiritualism and talking with spirit. And I believe in spirit greatly. They are also a part of the universe. It's our energies that make up what happens. And for me, the universe has spoken to me my whole life. My whole life it's been there telling me and hitting me over the head with wet kippers and helping me learn. And it has, in the last 2 or 3 years, really been pushing me to change the way I work with people and the world. Not so much what I do, it's how I do it. And I know, absolute certainty I know, that this is the right way for me. I found a great book. Well, somebody sent me a link to a great book off Facebook. A lovely lady sent me the link called Sacred Economies. I think that's what it's called, that I'm beginning to read. But when I did some research, the funny thing is I can't find anything online around this idea that you work in a professional business-like way for donations. I can find lots of charity work and voluntary sector work and all of that, but not a business person saying, you know what, I don't want to do it your way anymore, I'm going to do it differently. So it may be that there are a handful of us in the world that want to work that way. So that is the way I'm going to work. I'm going to continue now on doing it in a new way. And I hope that that way I can help a lot more people. It might sound a bit crass these days to say, I want to help people, I want to help the world, but actually that's exactly what I want to do. That is my purpose in life. And often it has been to help those people who cannot afford or aren't in a position to pay hundreds, if not thousands of pounds for people to help them. So I'm here to help for whatever you can afford to pay me or for whatever you think I'm worth. And I can help you build websites. I can help you manage your life and balance everything in your life. I can help you begin that journey to achieving your dreams. I can help you set up a charity if that's what you want to do. I can help you set up a business. I can help you do all of those things. But now I'm saying, I'm here if you need me. I'm here to give you what I know, because it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the universe. And you're a part of that universe. And I know the universe will make sure I keep a roof over my head and I am fed. I know the universe will not see me in despair or destitute. So I wanted to share that with you because this is an exciting journey I'm on, and a completely unknown journey. I really do feel like I've leapt over a cliff and everybody's just staring at me in amazement and beginning to think, well, you can't be that good. I am brilliant at what I do. I am very, very good at supporting other people to do what they want to do and to give them their power to do it. So if you need me, you know where to find me, all the W's, jumpinthepuddles.org, or you can email me on bevhepting@mac.com. There is a form on the website if you want to have a chat with me that you can book a time. And I hope that your day really, really goes well and that you understand the power in you and how connected to the universe you are. And I just want to say a huge thank you for those that listen to me and a huge welcome to the new ones coming in. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Like blase blah, bringing danger. Inferno, subharmonico sick. Stand tall, surfing ink from big. Push the click, now I'm running. Leading down the L pen shaft and spin a phonograph to exercise a paragraph.